Hey gang, welcome back to Post Family Pilgrimage. On this episode, I want to dive in to one of my favorite all-time knives. It's a utility knife, it's a multi-tool, it's just the world-famous SAK, S-A-K, Swiss Army knife. And I've got a collection of them here from over the years. This one right here in the classic red. This one as well, classic red. This is the Huntsman. This is the Swiss Champ. Huntsman has been my favorite for ages. A couple other ones I carry. This is the Pioneer Alux with the aluminum scales. Let's see, on my Forerunner key, I have the same one with the classic SE and the Alux scales. And on my office keys, of course, a Swiss Army knife, the red. And that's just a few of my all-time favorites. And I want to do really a video on each of those at a different time. But today I want to focus specifically on this guy right here, the Huntsman. The Huntsman has been a favorite of mine for years. And when I was real young, 5, 6, 7, 8, somewhere around there, I wanted one of these, but I never could really quite afford one. And so what someone in my family did was they got me the Chinese knockoff, the Chinese version of one of these. In fact, I have two of those from my childhood, and you can see this one has the little star with the circle around it. Dead giveaway is if you open up your main blade, it's gonna say made in China. Stainless China. It's fascinating holding these two up next to one another. The China model versus the true Swiss model. You'll see that the China model is slightly smaller. That's fascinating. Also, the corkscrew cannot handle the little small screwdriver that I've got in there. I'll get into that here in just a minute. At some point, I've lost the tweezers, though I do have the tweezers, I just don't have the toothpick. I do have them in this one here. But yeah, just kind of a fascinating little knife here. And even in the Chinese models, they have placed different items in different places. So you can see there, your Phillips head right here is like 2 over on this one. So anyways, interesting. I mean, one of the things that's fascinating, I pulled this out this morning just to look at it for nostalgia's sake. The scissors, look how they don't even really want to cooperate. And on this set right here, the scissors don't even touch. Do you see that? Like there's a gap in those scissors. Yeah. All right, so today, what I'm really wanting to talk to you about is my all-time favorite, the Huntsman. This is typically my EDC. I've recently started carrying the Swiss Champ more often, just for some of the extra features that it has. And we'll get into that in another video. You can see size different. Some people have said in other reviews of these, the reason they don't carry this one is it's just too big. Here's an iPhone 13 mini. It is not too big, man. It's anyways. I carry these in the little small pocket of the jeans, and they fit perfectly in there. This one I even have the little clip on right here. And I'll put a link to these little accessories in the description below. because you pick this off Amazon, like a little 2-pack of these little guys for about $10, $9, something of that nature. This knife, specifically the Huntsman, it retails on Victorinox.com for $50, which is a great price. But you can get the same one on Amazon for $38. So it is what it is if you're interested in that. I have added a couple of things to my Swiss Army Huntsman that don't come with the Huntsman directly out of the box. So that being the little corkscrew screwdriver. You can see that little guy right there, little flathead, little bitty flathead. And I've also added, when you have the corkscrew open, the little needle right here. So just right inside there is the needle. If you ever needed to thread something out on the field while you're camping, something of that nature, this little guy right here comes in really handy, and it's just awesome to know. You can probably see it right there, the little pinhole for the needle. Otherwise, everything on this is the way it came. I did switch out the tweezers for just a black, and as well as the toothpick for a black. I just like the black. But I'll put a link in the description where you can purchase all of these little items as well. All right, let's walk through the Huntsman knife itself. So you've got several tools in here. I'll just open them up from this end. Start off with this one. So this is really 3 tools right there. You have a larger flathead screwdriver. You have a bottle opener here, and right there is even a wire splitter. The way you can do that is take your wire and drop it on your blade like that. You twist your wire and then pull. The benefit of this tool right here is that it locks at this angle, so you can use this to wrench this way, or push it forward and lock it in that angle right there. The next tool is going to be your can opener. Yes, I have definitely used this on cans recently, even at the office. And you can see the edge on that can opener, how it gets sharper right there. And they considered this tip right up here an additional smaller flathead screwdriver. One of the things I was able to use on this was I was supposed to be making some rotel at the office, and we could not find a can opener anywhere. And I was like, wait a minute, I've got this guy right here in my back pocket. And it was what it was. The coworkers kind of thought it was funny. I was able to just pop that open right there and twist up 2 cans of rotel and get our queso rocking. All right, so that's those 2. Kind of go further in here to the scissors. These are the ultimate scissors. The other day I was needing to cut a tag off of a shirt, and I asked my wife, I just walked in, handed her these, and she said, let me go find a little bit better pair of scissors. She did not trust these, and I was shocked because these are my go-to everyday scissors. You hear that? I mean, they just do a phenomenal job. And yes, that cut is perfect, and it's even self-sharpening with these guys. Love these scissors. This makes the Huntsman the tool that it is, and one of my most commonly used tools on this knife. All right, we go further down. We go to the bigger blade here. This is our standard Swiss Army blade. I've even seen this used in some videos. Some people have said, hey, because it's so shiny, you can use this to reflect the sun, SOS type tool. So that's great. And then you have a smaller blade right here. What makes the Huntsman in my opinion, is this guy right here. That is a legit, incredible saw. That saw is awesome. Super, super sharp. Does an incredible job. And that honestly really separates, for me, some of the other Swiss Army knives. With the Huntsman, that you get the scissors and the saw to be able to do a little bit more of everything outdoors. I'm an avid camper, overlander, and so this right here just becomes a great tool. The difference really between this and the Field Master is going to be this right here, the corkscrew. And I prefer that on there as opposed to the Field Master having the Phillips head like this old Chinese knockoff does right back there on the back, simply because I use this more than I will Phillips head right there. Plus, on the Champ, I have the Phillips head right there. And I just prefer a Phillips to come out of the end like this, as opposed to the middle of the blade. On the back side, I've already covered the corkscrew. This is great for a lot of different things. Obviously, you could use that for wine bottles and things of that nature, but it can also be effective for other things. If you're trying to grab your shoelaces, get a knot out of a small string, paracord knot or something of that nature, that little lip on the tip of that works great to help you get in there. This right here is a parcel hook, and so you can use that to carry strings if you've got strings of books or something of that nature, just like that. You can also use this for shoestrings, whatever you need to. You can bend it back in this direction, prop this guy up on the table to support your phone, something of that nature. And then you have your reamer / awl, and it has the hole through it right there, so that it can also be used for sewing. If you need to be able to poke a hole, you can drill it in right there. It also has a sharp edge, so you can access that right there. It comes with a key ring. Really, it's just that first one right there. This second one is the additional one I was telling you about. But also that hole, I've seen some use that hole right there where this is located to drive through smaller wires and be able to strip them as well. So it's another tool. I've even seen some use the tweezers, take the small ring off of here, and then use that with the tweezers to pinch down smaller wire if they needed to be doing some soldering. So that brings us to the last two tools here. Your toothpick and your classic tweezers. So that ultimately wraps it up with the Huntsman right here. Again, one of my all-time favorite Swiss Army knives. I'll put the link in the description below. If you have any questions, feel free to leave those in the comments. If you haven't done so already, do us a huge favor. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. That just helps us out. I think I saw the other day that only 2% of our viewers are subscribed to the channel. So 98% of you maybe just stumbled on these for everyday carry or whatever that is. We'd love to have you as subscribers on the channel. I am soon going to be replacing the scales on this with blue. I just always liked the blue, and so I wanted to try that. And so I'm looking forward to those coming in, and I'll do a full review on that and a video of that when they come in. Just the simplicity of what that means to put those on, how to go about doing that, and the link for that I'll leave in the description below. All right, that wraps this video up. Hey, thank you guys so much for watching. Y'all have a good one.